Today we're taking a look at CallSun's new 450 watt bifacial solar panel. Now this is going to have the newer N-type cells with 16 bus bars in them. They can be up to 25% or more efficient, providing more overall power that you can gain from this solar panel. Now, if you look at this solar panel, you see this big line in the middle. That is basically a top solar panel and a bottom solar panel, and then combined in the middle, and that's where the connection points are. So basically think of it as a 225 watt panel and another 225 watt panel, and then sandwiched together, and then you get your total output, which we will do some shade testing on this just to show you how this works later. Now this solar panel is going to measure out to be about 44.5 inches wide. And as far as length or how tall it is, it's going to be right about 69.5 inches. And these larger solar panels do weigh a little bit more, right about 53 pounds. Now just to give you a little perspective, these are 395 watt Canadian solar panels. The CallSun bifacials came out at 69.5, where these are just about 76.5 inches. And as far as how wide they are, these ones are actually 41 and about a quarter versus the 44.5 of the CallSun. Now, because the specification sticker is so small on the back of this, we're just going to look at the manual because this is much easier trying to read this than the small little sticker. So as we take a look at 450 max watts, and then as we take a look over here, this is going to be our open circuit voltage, which is going to be 35 volts, and our short circuit current, which means when this isn't connected to anything, is going to be about 16 amps. And because they're using newer cells, this means you're getting 25% or better out of the newer N-type cells. And these modules can be put together up to 1500 volts, and you're going to have a 30 amp as far as your rated fuse. And it does say commitment to maintain 84.5% output. It's still 25 years. And if you look at the warranty policy, it even says we provide a 10-year warranty service for materials and workmanship on this product. Now, if you do notice, this does have a white background. They offer two different styles. You can get the white background, like you see here on top of my house. This is a grid-tied system, and you can see all these solar modules have a white background. But they also offer a black background, as you can see here listed. You can have the choice of getting all black, or if you want the white ones, they also have this option too. It just depends. As you can see here, these are the black ones that I have on the front of my house versus the white ones that are on the rear. Okay guys, I wanted to show you something else also inside the manual, because this has certifications just like regular commercial or residential solar panels, so you can use this on home installations and more. It says IEC 61215 and IEC 61730. These are basically just international safety standards for photovoltaic modules, and that's what they call it kind of in the commercial area. Back when I used to install solar panels, we would call them modules, and you would get 30 modules to a crate, and that's how everybody called these. It's just a module versus a solar panel. And both of those IEC numbers are really just international standards for basically photovoltaic modules and them being outside for prolonged amounts of time, and that way they don't get too fast degradation. They're only supposed to drop so much percent over so many years, so they're saying that these photovoltaic modules meet that. And so it is kind of cool that CallSun is actually coming out to kind of hit a different market as well. So we'll go outside now and test these, and the conditions are definitely not great, but we'll see what we get. Okay, testing time. When I say we're going to be testing it in extreme conditions, this is what I mean. So at the moment, just in the shade, it's 102 degrees. And if we test the temperature of the concrete, look at that, 125 degrees already on the concrete. If we do that grass right there, it's also, look at that, 167. And from about 3 feet away on the solar panel, 140 degrees. So this means we're at some of the worst possible conditions. Although it is nice and sunny and clear, when the ambient air temperature is about 106, which it is right now, it's extremely hot, we will plan to see conditions of, let's say this is rated for 450, that's with the bifacial. So we're gonna lose a good 15–20% out of this solar panel, maybe even a little more under these conditions. Now we are almost getting to the peak of the day where the sunlight is almost at its highest, but I'm still gonna try to get this angled, perfectly. That way we can get, the max peak output of it. But I've found that even a couple degrees like this, you're like 3 watts, maybe 5 watts if I was to tip it from just previous testing. So I think we're going to leave the solar panel as it is, and in the next probably 10 or 15 minutes, it's going to be up like this anyway as the sun goes up a little bit more. So right now, as we take a look, our open circuit voltage is pretty low at 32. Again, because of the temperatures, we're going to go ahead and plug this in. Okay, and we're going to hook it up to this EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. This is my favorite little 1000 watt hour power station, dual solar inputs, 2 ACs out and more. Such a good little power station. Finally, it's on better sales too. But if we take a look, that's actually not that bad. 370 considering I honestly thought we were going to be 100 watts down. But let's take a look at this little meter here. So check that out. That actually says 385, which is why I like having a couple meters, just because it gives us a little bit more data. And this is probably what's going into the actual batteries after it's gone through the MPPT solar controller that's inside. And so this is measuring before all of that stuff. So 385, and then, you know, about 370 is what you're actually getting as far as what's going into the batteries. So as I explained earlier, this solar panel kind of being like 2 solar panels and sandwiched together, you can see now that our output is 190 watts. And now that we move the shade to the top side of the solar panel, you can see the bottom side is still putting out 190 watts. So it's pretty even as far as its shade technology, but now we're going to do a different shade test. So now we're going to see when the solar panel actually cuts off. So we're going to shade just half of these. So on that bottom row, only half of the cells are covered up, and you can see how much output we've lost. Now as we go up another half, so this is where we see most of the drop off, is once you get one row completely covered plus another one, which technically both rows are dead. So that means now we're getting that 190 watts out of the top, and really only about, what, 15 watts out of the bottom section. And we're still holding a little bit more than that 190. Go up another row. And now that they're all shaded, only the top is really producing any power, but it still provides about 10 to 15 watts until you get down to about that second row. This is where it will then turn back on, provide a little bit more. Now as we shade this section here, this is where we should see a lot of the output drop because we're hitting the top and also the bottom section. So from about 380, we're now only at about 110 as we cover up 2 sections. This is where it pretty much falls off all the way down to about 20 watts. And as we hit one more section, this is where you're going to see it pretty much fall off all the way, giving us about 20 watts regardless. So this here is pretty much now a dead panel. But even with it fully shaded, we're still getting about 15 watts. Okay, now one more test with the solar panel on this concrete. This concrete is a lighter color, so it's going to help reflect light rays a lot easier. The light will go through the solar panel, and not to mention light bouncing all around, because that's how light rays work. They bounce and scatter everywhere. So some of that is going to hit the bottom of the panel, producing a little bit more energy. But because that solar panel is already heat soaked, I don't think we're going to see higher numbers than before. So let's check it out. Although, check that out, 398.99, that's the highest we've seen. And only about 380 going into here, but that's actually higher numbers. So we are getting some reflection off of the concrete over there. And like I said earlier, anytime you have bifacial solar panels, it's best to mount them, like they say, at least 3 feet off the ground so you can get maximum reflection onto the back of this thing. All right, so what do you think about the testing that we saw today? Obviously, those aren't going to be the greatest results because we're dealing with real world temperatures. Now, if you want, you can check out PV module temperatures and you can find a whole chart and information on what that looks like as far as the temperature, how much loss you get when you get these large PV modules and more. And that's for really any solar panel out there. Now, CallSun did send me out 2 of these to test and kind of use just to compare. And so when it does come to pricing on these, they are going to be a little bit more expensive. One, because they are brand new, they're just released, so anything that's new is going to be more expensive. But you can check out discount codes below if you want to check out the current pricing, because they do bundle packs where if you buy 2 it's cheaper. Now, when it comes to other large PV modules like this, these may be a little bit more expensive because you can buy other ones at, say, like Shop Solar in bulk, but that's a really high expense for a lot of people. Sometimes they don't want to spend $3,000 or $4,000 for a crate of 30, and then they have to pay $250 or $400 shipping depending on where they're going. So if you only need to buy 2, 4, maybe 6 of these solar panels, I mean, even that's a pretty large array for most people's builds. That's where buying these on, say, like Amazon or something, where you get the free shipping. You can get the better deals. The price goes up and down all the time, so you never know what the price per watt's going to be, which is why I don't even mention it, because after the discounts and specials, you may be able to pick it up at a better deal than during the time of this video. Hence, you may want to price shop. So overall, what do you guys think of CallSun's new 450 watt bifacial solar panel? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you guys in another one.